The reason most Amazon sellers fail is this, the Amazon chain. Now, an Amazon business is just like a chain. All of these links need to work together flawlessly, and if one of them breaks, the whole business falls apart. Now, sadly, by the end of this video, a lot of you are gonna realize that the reason your product is not selling is because you've only been focusing on one part of the chain, maybe two, while you should have been focusing on the entire chain. That's why in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly what these links are and how you can improve on them. Okay, let's reveal the biggest problem you're having right now, and it is not customizing your products. Like, I'm sure you've been told countless times that all you need to do to succeed on Amazon is to look for high demand, low competition products. And while that's definitely true to a certain degree, you can't just stop there. If you will just go to Alibaba after this step and order the first product you'll see, your product's gonna look exactly like 20 other sellers that are already selling this product. What you need to do is customize your product. So how do we do this? Well, there's actually two ways. First of all, you can fully customize the product. Now, this comes with a couple of pros and cons. The biggest con is it costs a lot of money. So that's not something I would suggest for a beginner. But if you still want to check this out, you need to ask your supplier for something that's called the mold cost or the model cost, and you can get an estimate for how much it's going to cost you. Now, the second way you can customize your product is by doing something that I like to do, and that's only customizing the packaging. This will cost way less money, but can still give your product that unique feeling and still make it stand out. Now, in order to do this, you need to ask your supplier for something that's called a die cut. The die cut is pretty much the template for your packaging, which you can now fully customize however you like. Just make sure that the barcode's on there. If it's made in China, you also need to include made in China on there. Now, for an average size product, let's say a product that fits in the shoebox, this is gonna cost between 30 and 50 cents. And of course, this depends on the quantities that you're ordering. Okay, let's move on to the second link in the chain, and that is your product presentation. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, well, I hired a professional photographer, he made some really nice pictures, I already got this point covered. Well, that's simply not enough anymore these days. Now, what you need to do is first of all make sure you have a trademark. If you don't have a trademark yet, please apply for this ASAP, as this whole process can take a couple of months. And then once you have your trademark, you can enroll in something that's called the Amazon Brand Registry. This will unlock a couple of awesome features. The first one being you can now use A+ content. A+ content is pretty much a page-wide banner that you can include on your product page to show off stuff like your unique selling points or customer testimonials or how your product's being used. Pretty much whatever you think would sell your product best. The second thing this unlocks is you can now upload videos. And I've actually seen it myself that as soon as I would upload a video, my sales would increase. If you're not specialized in making videos, I would suggest you just hire a freelancer for this to make you a nice product promotional video, as this investment is 100% worth it. Okay, it's time for the third link in the chain, and that is quality control. Yes, that is right, your product might already fail before it even reaches Amazon. You will never succeed if your product rating drops below 4 stars. It's just that simple. Consumers on Amazon are actually spoiled with high quality products, so you need to make sure that your product is high quality. So how do we ensure this? Well, we do this by conducting a factory inspection. Now, luckily we don't have to fly to China all the way ourselves. We can just hire an inspection company in China to do this for us. What they do, they send somebody to go to the factory while your goods are still there, and they will check the materials that are being used, the working conditions, the dimensions, the quantities, any specific Amazon guidelines that you specify to the supplier. This will cost anywhere between $100 and $300. Now, I personally do this for every order that I place, as it pretty much saves me from getting scammed and any other troubles that I might run into in the future. Okay, it's time for the last link in the chain, and it is the after sales service. When I order something on Amazon, I still see a lot of sellers who don't do this, but you want to make sure you get in contact with your customer after they made their order. You can do this by either sending them an email. Now, there's a couple of tools out there that will automatically do this for you, or you can include a product insert. Now, product insert is essentially just a card that you include with your packaging. What I like to include in my first message is simply something like, thank you for your order. I'm just running a small one-man operation over here, so every order actually means a lot to me. If you will be so kind, please leave a review. If there's anything wrong with the product, please don't hesitate to contact me. Now, what this does, it establishes a relationship with my customer. They now know I'm not some big faceless corporation, and it's actually a real human behind this. Now, hopefully they're way more likely to A, leave a review, and B, if there's anything wrong with the product, they know they can directly contact me. And I've actually had so many reviews that initially started with something bad, like either the product was defect or they received the wrong product. and the customer made contact with me, I handled their situation by either giving them a full refund or sending my product free of charge. And they were so happy with this customer service that they will still leave a 5-star review. And I think this is exactly how you should do it as well. Now, hopefully you've learned something from all this. If you actually made it this far in the video, I appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and like the video.